Well, you know, it runs pretty deep, that narrative. It usually has nothing to do with the crisis at hand. It has to do with your worst insecurity you have as an individual, whether it be an injury you had as a kid. You know, like for me, those first 5, 6 years in business, when I was scared, I started second guessing myself and thinking maybe I didn't have the intelligence to think of an angle. And that all came when I really was self-talking myself down. Okay, like, oh, you better be careful. You better be careful. This doesn't feel right. Doesn't feel right. All it was me flashing back to being the dumb kid in class with kids making fun of me because I couldn't read. And so, like, once I got a handle on that one, I realized that, whoa, this has nothing to do with second grade. This has to do with today, you know? And I would just really, I really spent probably a good 5, 6 years killing that voice in my head, the insecurity voice. The other part that gets in the way, I think, with a lot of people, even if they're the most secure person in the world, it doesn't have a negative tape going in their head at all, is that a lot of people are not comfortable with risk. And I think there's good reason for that. We're not all wired for taking risks, but in bad times, you've got to take more risk. And the risk takes the form of trying more things, like throw more stuff up there to see what sticks. There's no other way to reinvent without trying a lot of stuff really, really fast. And what happens is your chances of winning on what you throw up there is slim. So you hit 5 things, you might get 1 winner. And a lot of people can't tolerate being a loser 4 times in a row. You know, you start to second guess yourself again. So I think the self-talk and the lack of appetite for risk is what gets in the way of all business people in any market. But give somebody a bad time and it gets exaggerated. So I think you have to go out of your way to create a habit, a real habit of just taking a chance so that you don't even think of it as an option. You just keep doing it, because I'm going to tell you, if you are always taking chances, thoughtful chances, and willing to lose on most of them, you wind up being the leader of your industry. You can't find any leader who's accomplished anything without an appetite for risk and trying things. It just doesn't happen that way.